starting every time now.
Please, thought you were starting from now on.
That's how you should live life.
Somebody you upgrade.
Somebody get him some.
Upgraded too often.
Those
Somebody get him some
steampunk.
steampunk.
Yeah,
he's gotta have some steampunk goggles. He's gotta have the steampunk goggles.
I feel like I see like cogs turning and then like something lifting up on one side and then this one zooming out, and he's just like, yes, I see.
He also has a walking cane that turns into a sword.
Yes. Yes.
Based on the trajectory of the projectile.
Of the projectile.
That's
That's a traditional projectile for the Russians.
Yeah, based on the trajectory of the projectile.
Trajectory of the projectile.
That's a long story that goes back. But
he has hit his final form.
All right. Good evening.
I was gonna say start this.
Yeah, good evening and welcome to this evening's episode of the Riot Sessions. I am your illustrious DM, Shadowhack90, and or Nathan, and tonight we're jumping back in where we left off 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh boy. And let's jump down to Miss Ramsbug.
Hi, I'm Ramsbug. I will be playing Jeska. She is a Dragonborn cleric, and right now she has 0 intelligence and is basically drooling all over her tail.
So nothing new.
Yeah.
Same old.
Cody?
Hi guys. I'm Codybedrock 36. I've been playing the human blood hunter, Brontor. And we're a heap of trouble here. Let's see if we can get out. Shoot it over to the Blue Ranger.
Hi guys, I'm the Blue Ranger, and I will be playing the guy with putting lotion on his hands tonight.
Do it closer to the mic.
Getting all
I can't. My mic has too loud of a or too high of a thing. I'll be playing Dryden Kell. He's a half-orc barbarian and is currently catatonic after basically murdering everyone bad and saving everyone good last week. That was my karma apparently. So I'm in the club with these two where we're just like having a lay down. So I'm gonna pass it over to this week's main heroes. Shadowcawn. And why does your banner say not the lane again? I'm losing it. I can't even right now. Anyway.
I'm losing so many followers.
You have two different Twitter names rolling over your head.
I'm not sure which one to follow.
You guys figure out.
Not the goose eggs.
Not the goose eggs lane.
All right, Shadowcawn, talk about yourself.
Oh man.
Hi, I'm Greg Gooselanes.
Are you going to introduce each other again?
Oh, we could.
Not the goose eggs.
Hi, I'm Greg Goose Eggs. I am playing Leucis, the exuberant, exquisite sorcerer who is currently trying to save everybody from these. I'm sorry. These.
Sure, save. That's a word.
These.
That is a word.
What is it?
I was going
Brainy-ass
with kills.
bitches? Is that what we're going with?
Yep.
Okay. These brainus.
Oh god, I'm sure they have brainuses.
Along with Brandon.
Oh, all right. Well, but hi. you can go ahead.
Hi guys, I'm Shadowcawn. I'm playing Tonph, the tiny, smelly ranger who makes everyone uncomfortable with this smell.
He's not wrong.
I will throw it back up to Shadowhack in the traditional fashion so he can throw it back to me.
I'll deflect it back down towards you so that you can tell us what happened last time on the Riot Sessions.
We cut to the first watch of the night, where two of our heroes are on the cliffside of the cultist encampment, as the rest of them sleep off the night from the day before with the cultists of Resh. Tonph heroically sends a lifeline down to Dryden, who pulls himself up from the cliffside. Our next watch of the night is Leucis and Brontor, who find a strange presence pulling on the chain down into the sacrificial pit of Resh. The situation resolves itself, however, as the chain stops moving as quickly as it started. After the rest of the night's sleep, our companions venture into the very same pit that the cultists were sacrificing dwarves in. The descent goes fairly well, with the exception of Brontor, who smacks face first into the ground, incapacitating him. Our heroes resuscitate him and move on to find a group of brains with legs that have a thirst for our heroes' intelligence. We join our heroes in the middle of battle, but some of them have fallen under the influence of the intelligent eaters and are catatonic. This week's Riot Sessions brought to you by Daymantle Brain Caps. Keep your smarts to yourself with our impervious brain caps.
Oh!
Do it.
Oh. I was very surprised there wasn't mention of more portable holes.
We've done portable holes ads like twice now.
Well, see, the last hole, everybody about died. So
Hey, it's all about the money, right? The sponsors give us the money. We put them on the program.
Hey, yeah, I don't make the sponsors. That's what's keeping the stream going, man.
Exactly right.
Just jumping right back into it, I guess, at this point. You watch, or Brontor, Tonph, and Leucis, you all watch as in the midst of this fight against these very large engorged brains that seem to have 4 legs just sprouting out of them. One of them that has been completely just hacked to very near what you could imagine is very near death by your compatriot Dryden. You watch as Dryden and Jeska and Balan all reach up to their heads, grasp them, and their hands go limp down to their sides, and their bodies just crumple into heaps, all right next to each other. Brontor, you notice as Dryden just kind of drops down to the ground right next to you. And it is here that
we'll pick up next week on the Riot.
Good night, everybody.
No, it's here that we pick up. So, starting at the top of the initiative order, Brontor, you're up.
All right. I'm going to swing a hammer right into the face or whatever it is of this brain bug.
Who's catatonic?
Dryden, Jeska, and Balan.
Oh, I thought... Okay, good. That makes me feel better, because I don't know
Brontor's still up.
Good. I thought Brontor was down.
That's why I made the joke about bologna finally being able to use for a sub sandwich.
10 to hit.
10 will miss, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right. Going again.
Hey-o!
Nice.
Yo! Crit hype.
Nice.
So 15 plus 1d6 plus 3.
Well, if you double the dice, it's 21 damage.
Yep.
Just roll an 8 on the first dice.
And then whatever...
And then add 7 to that.
Add 14 to that because you critted.
Oh, yeah!
Nice. Killing
There
it.
we go.
Wait, add 14? Why are you adding the 14?
Because whenever you crit, you double the dice. That includes those dice.
Why would you argue? It's...
You're taking my 14 from me, bro.
I'm looking, I'm asking why.
Okay.
I'm excited for 14 extra damage.
So Brontor, you take your hammer, you spin it, and just whap straight through the entire frontal lobe portion of this brain. The hammer actually passes straight through it, and without any resistance. And you just watch as just this ghostly image of the top of the hammer passes through it before the entire front portion just explodes in just a rain of frost spikes that just jut out immediately from this top portion. It's looking really gross. This brain thing, it's trying to maintain its stance, but its legs are starting to wobble at this point.
Dope.
Anything else?
Squeeze it.
As a bonus action, I'm going to use...
I was going to say, that was your first attack, so you got a second if I recall correctly.
No.
I swung and missed on the first one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, you totally...
I only did it one time.
I would have caught it. I wouldn't. No,
I'm going to do Blood Curse, the Mutual Suffering on the other toad-like creature. The one that's not directly in front of me.
Okay, so you're adding a secondary Blood Curse.
Oh, does he already have one?
The one that's currently in front of you has Curse of the Mutual Suffering on it.
Can I transition that to another one? Is that a thing?
Sure. Why not?
All right, let's do that. moving that
Good.
curse over to the other guy.
All right, transition, curse of mutual suffering, and this one no longer has it. Solid.
Yep.
Okay. Brings us to Dryden and Jeska, who are both currently catatonic. So
I choose to lay still and say nothing. I save my attack for when something else happens.
Oh, you're really good.
Fair
at
enough.
this.
Are you drooling though?
I'm saying, can I wait? Is that a free action or a bonus action?
It seems more of a free action.
that's probably
free
a free action.
Okay, I
It's a second
drool.
attack.
Okay, you drew. That's great. All right, Tonph, you're up.
Cool. Do I? Let's see. I just see. I can't see Jessica and Baloney, correct?
You cannot see Jeska and Balan. No.
All right. I guess. I'm just gonna keep attacking then. I mean, I don't know that they're catatonic,
Yep.
so I mean, I can't really.
You do watch Dryden drop, but
Yeah, I do see Dryden drop, but I think he'll be okay. Yeah.
Quick
All right.
question.
Now,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
no, you go ahead and then I'll ask mine.
No, go ahead. It's your turn.
Did I ever put a hunter's mark on anybody?
yes, the one that currently is like right next to Dryden.
The one with the heart and the
Yes, the
crossbones?
one with the heart and the crossbones. Crossbone is your hunter's mark.
Okay, crossbone is hunter's mark. All right.
What was that sound? Even in a catatonic state, I heard that ping. Where did that come from?
Twas the inner workings of my mind.
I can hear that now?
Yeah, when you're
As you
catatonic,
said that,
you
your
hear a lot of
camera
things.
fuzzed and got out of focus. The inner workings of my mind. Woo!
All right. I guess I'll just longbow twice then. Oh, actually, I can horde breaker because he's right next to him, right?
Yes, you can.
Yes. All right. So it'll be 4 attacks total. So
Go
it'll
for
be my dude, him next to him, my dude next to him. So hunter's mark, other, hunter mark, other. So you know what's going on. So 1, 2.
Good
All right.
God.
So does 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so all of them hit. And so the
Nice.
first 2 will take, or the first and the
The third.
So that'll be 19 damage on the hunter's mark one, and
Gotcha.
be 15 on the non-hunter's mark.
Okay. So as the one brain that Brontor just that ends up exploding with ice shards, you can
Whopped.
see, like, you look and you through all of like this just amidst this chaos, you can see 2 small pulsating like portions just right there in the middle of the brains. You take your 2 arrows and just fire them, and they just embed right into the middle of the brain, right into the middle of those brains, and you watch as both the brains just collapse down to the ground and just turn to mush.
He's
Nice.
a brainiac on the floor.
And
And he's
I
flopping
am
like he's not
Brainiac.
living anymore.
all right,
I
Oh,
knew
both
someone
of
would
them are
get that.
dead.
GG's.
both of them are dead.
Nice.
Tom, got anything else?
I mildly flex in the background and be like, I totally did
Even
that.
catatonic. I'm still awake. I'm just catatonic, right?
You have no awareness of what is happening around
Ah.
you. Like your brain barely has enough
So
function
I pickle
to,
jarred the shit out of that guy.
to maintain breathing right now.
Think of it like a coma, except a lot worse.
You are a vegetable.
No, baked potato. They wrap them in. Anyways, Leucis,
Still
You're
a
up.
vegetable.
As I see these guys fall to the floor, I say, I'm surrounded by morons. And I'm going to use my ring to cast slow. And that will be, I'm going to cast it just right there. So it gets all 3 of these dudes.
Gotcha. Cool.
And so they got to make wisdom saving throws.
Come on, baby.
It's going to be a 14, a 9, and a 2.
If they match, do they pass?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to use Bend Luck on the 14 one.
So I have to roll again?
No, I'm going to roll a 1d4.
Oh, you roll and drop it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
cool.
he rolled an 11, so he fails.
Yeah. Cool.
Nice.
Nice.
Excellent. So they're all slowed, and then I'm going to quicken a mirror image.
Okay. So you're quickening mirror image and casting it. So you take a moment and just focus on that. Focus on the spell, casting it straight into all three of them. They all seem to start moving slower, and then you immediately spend a moment and just out to your side, throw out your hand, and almost a shadow form from your physical form just right off to the side, and is a straight mirror image of you.
Yes.
Cool.
Nice.
And that's it. I'll just leave Balan on the floor. I'm not going to do
Okay,
anything.
cool. Fair enough.
Wow.
I've already
Fair
got
enough.
one of me. Oh, no, sorry. That's 2 of me. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, solid. All right. Tonph, from behind you, I want you to make a perception check.
I'm used to having things sneak up behind me, but apparently not right now.
Yeah. Well, it's not like amidst all this battle, you begin to hear this very quick running, almost footsteps down. You spin around just in time to see darting right past you a red-skinned individual, horns coming out of the forehead and curling back along its black hair, to come to a slight point just farther behind its head. And this individual dressed in this very ornate black and silver armor that is almost like looks. It's definitely heavier and looks more durable than leather armor. Like there's definitely knits of metal and other like stronger metallic pieces to this armor set. A giant greatsword is slung over his back, which he reaches up for and pulls out one-handed to bring it down right in front of him, that he grasps in 2 hands.
Check a look.
Deagos, it is your turn.
All right. I'm
Bum bum
gonna
bum.
Shadow.
Yes,
Where exactly am I at?
right here, right next to Tonph.
Right next to Tom. Okay. Yeah. Where do I want to
You
move?
be this guy.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna move down. How far is that?
He's a maniac.
How far is it down to the 2 behind Balan?
15 about 20 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna move down to here, and I'm gonna attack.
I
this
need for
guy.
you to make an athletics check
Sure.
in order to get through everybody who is currently congesting this area right now.
Okay.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Athletics. Sorry, just gonna take a second. There we go.
Yep. So roll d20.
18.
Nice. Yeah. Without a problem, you managed to just dart right past Brontor, kind of leaping over Dryden, and landing landing right into the remains of these brain creatures. You round the corner and you see 2 of these mirrored tieflings in kind of like these flowing purplish robes, and you can see a dragonborn and human paladin, who are both currently now slumped on the ground and just drooling everywhere.
Okay, and how far are they standing apart? The 2.
They're like about 5 feet across, like apart from each other.
You think I'll be able to hit both of them at the same time with my sword?
You're gonna have to move up to where Jeska, or
So I'm
You're not. No, they're over here.
Oh.
They're over here. Is where they're at. You're.
Oh, okay.
Here.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought these two guys.
No, those are those are Leucis. That is.
Oh, it was Leucis.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I love that phrasing. Those are Lucius. I'm expanding.
Okay.
I will take over the world.
I still got 15 feet left, right?
Yeah, you could probably still get. You might be able to get over there.
Okay.
Yeah, you could probably get over. You could probably get over there if you need to. But I'll
Yeah,
need to make
I'm gonna
another
move here.
athletics check to get there.
Sure. 21. Is that right?
It is the first roll, so 13.
Yeah, it's rolling advantage for you.
Okay.
Yeah. So you managed to kind of like this time not as gracefully as the previous time. You managed to actually get over right behind these brain creatures. Now you can make your attack,
Sure.
and you probably
Attack
both
with
of them.
greatsword. 26.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Nice.
It might hit. I don't know.
That'll do.
That'll do, Peg.
That'll do.
That'll do.
So how do I roll for damage? Oh, I did it automatically.
Should just roll automatically.
It should, but it did not.
It did
There's
not.
a setting you have to check in your
Okay.
roll 20
have
on
to
your
check the
character
look.
sheet. Yeah, you got to check the look.
Settings.
Where it says auto roll damage and crit, it's on the right side.
Yeah. Auto roll 3D dice.
The auto roll. Wait.
I got it.
So
I got
are
it for
you in
you.
your character sheet?
I got it for you.
Okay.
So try again.
Click that button again. Click it.
I gotta click over greatsword.
Looking nice.
There we go.
There you go.
24 to hit.
Well,
Yeah, well, it hits. It's 12 damage. Cool.
Okay.
Nice. Very nice. So you take your great sword. You take your great sword and just swing straight through one of them, easily just chopping off a good portion of the backside of one of them. You have a secondary attack if you want to make it against the other one.
Swing again.
15.
15
15 will hit.
and
16 damage.
16 damage.
16 damage. Nice.
What are you hitting me
Nice.
with?
Storms, I'm also going to have you go into...
And remove the double roll.
Yeah, please.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Sure
do
will.
you have a magic weapon?
I do, I think.
Okay.
Yes, he does.
Oh, shit.
All right. So you take your sword and swing the second one. Perfect. All right. Top of the round. Oh, nope. Now it is the Intellect
Okay.
Devourer's turn. Unless you've got something else, Deagos, that you want to do.
No, that's all.
All right. This brings us to the Intellect Devourer's turn. I would like for Lucius and Deagos to make...
Now, is it a spell that they're casting?
It is not.
Okay.
But I would like for you both to make intelligence saving throws.
Intelligence save.
Ouch.
Awesome. I'm the only one that's not a potato.
I'm gonna wild magic that,
Yeah.
or well, do whatever, and then I'll roll your D100.
You mean Tides of Chaos? Yeah.
Tides of Chaos, yes. 57.
Ding, ding, ding. I don't know who's. It's probably Zach.
It's
listening.
probably me. Do you see this?
We see it. It just doesn't.
I don't understand. And I've got. All right, so check this out too. I've got YouTube down to like a fifth
Okay.
of the volume.
Good to know. Good to know.
I don't know. We just like to give you crap about it.
All right. Good to know.
Good to know.
Good to know.
And
Good to
Storms and Lucius, you both take 11 points of psychic damage. And by Storms, I mean Deagos. And Deagos, we
Oh,
are
wait.
going to...
I got to roll for mirror image too.
Yep.
Has to be a 6 or higher. Boom. So there's one of my 3 mirror images down.
No.
Dun 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 dun.
Deagos, what's your intelligence score?
0.
11. No, it's 14. I'm sorry.
14.
Intelligence. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. All right, so so Lucius and Deagos, you feel this mental probe go into your mind, but surprisingly, nothing really else happens apart from that. Apart from just getting this really nasty headache that like makes you both cringe horridly.
You guys
The
got probed.
mirror image absorbed that one. I didn't
Yeah.
feel shit.
Well,
Brontor.
Aura still got you.
Yeah.
I think the damage hit
All right,
the image.
let's
Gotcha.
do this. I'm gonna walk over to
'Cause it's
Dryden and
not a
smack him around,
direct
see if I can wake him up at all. If that makes him just like, hey, get up.
Okay. Run over to Dryden. Just start smacking him. Just trying
I
to
mean,
get him
not.
up.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
like
you shake him. You start kind of just being
I
rough with
smacked
him.
This is your chance, man.
nothing.
There is no response.
Cool. All right, so I'm gonna leave him on the ground,
Okay.
and I'm gonna. Oh, we're hitting the wrong button. I'm gonna move up to here. Do I gotta make an athletics to get through here?
To get over those, not so much. No, it depends on where you're moving to, though.
I'd like to get over to here.
Yeah, that you'll have to make an athletics check to get through.
Tater's gonna Tate, man.
Let's do an athletics check then. Bam.
Yeah.
Ooh, second.
Yeah.
Hey, it's
Very-
Russell
Swim
Knight.
through the tunnel.
Very Naruto ninja style. You just right through everybody, seeing exactly where you need to go, getting right behind these creatures.
Nice.
He cast his Byakugan.
And
He saw it coming.
I'm gonna swing at that brain guy.
Yeah, go for it.
14 to hit.
You swing, and the creature actually manages to dodge out of the way just as your hammer impacts into the ground. It's a nice little cloud of dust erupting from where it is.
Would I get advantage because he's turned around and slowed?
Now, doesn't the slow give advantage?
Nope.
I love it. It was just this long, drawn out. I have to check this before I answer.
Yeah, slow does not give it advantage. No.
Okay.
But
But him being turned around.
you're not in a flanking position with it at the moment, so you don't really get advantage quite yet.
Got it. Second hammer attack.
Go for it.
Come on. 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yes. Add a d6 plus 3. 6.
Nice.
15 total.
You take your hammer and you just from where it is and just slide it right along the ground, aiming from for the back leg. You hear the sickening snap as you manage to crack out a good solid portion of the leg. Bone actually starts jutting out of the back right leg of it. All of you hear like a mental shriek echo throughout your mind. I mean, except for the ones that are catatonic. You don't really hear it. All right, Brontor, anything else?
I'll use my last curse on this guy. in front
Go
of me.
for it.
Mutual suffering.
Mutual suffering, gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
And that'll do it.
No, that'll do, Pig. That'll do.
Oh, I do want to ask this guy next to me. Hey, what's your name? You got a nice sword.
All right. Dryden and Jeska, you guys are both still catatonic.
Can I fart?
If you want to. Tonph, your turn.
Well, I can't see anybody around the corner, right?
You cannot see anyone.
My spell!
You cannot see anyone around the corner. No. You just see Dryden. You see Brontor like kind of roughly shake Dryden. Dryden just rolls around, and then Brontor runs off.
Calling some bullshit. All right. Well, I'm gonna go around the corner. So right about here.
All right. Yep.
And I'm going to cast. Oh, I'm going to transfer my Hunter's Mark first.
Hunter Schmuck.
So
Which
I'm
one?
going to put it on Potato Brain number 1.
Gotcha.
And you know what? I'm just going to. So same thing. Hunter's other Hunter other. For,
Go for it.
Whatchamacallit.
Yeah,
So-
go for it.
So boop. Ah, that's right. Boop.
Ooh.
And not so boop.
Nope.
Boop. Hey,
Hey.
Voop.
Cream
Alright,
magoo.
so I hit my dude for 422 plus. So 30 damage
Wow.
on my dude. So Hunter's Mark dude.
With the Von Hunter schmuck.
Aw, yeah. So he got bunched.
Destroyed.
Yeah.
GG's.
Okay, and the other one?
What?
Oh, is it
Oh,
just,
yeah,
I was
they
gonna say, your
both. So it was a 12 and 11. So I assume they miss.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, because you said
Yeah,
14
they-
and didn't. So.
I gotcha. Okay. So, you take your arrows and just fire them off in rapid succession. 2 just go flying, and embed themselves into the ground. The other 2 end up finding a real nice purchase. Now that you know where that sweet spot is, you aim directly for it. In this one brain, and you watch as the arrows just sink in, and it just kind of like slumps down to the ground and is slowly dragging itself trying to make itself over towards Jeska at this point. But like 2 of its legs aren't working, and the front 2 are just trying to crawl there very slowly. At this point, anything else?
I don't think I can do anything. Yeah, no, that'll be it.
All right, Lucius.
Except for that.
Nice.
A little far comes out.
Your spells.
Lucius.
Yes,
I like how it's conjuration too.
Spell OP.
I had to make sure it was conjuration.
Yeah.
All right, Lucius, what are you doing?
I'm gonna throw a couple chromatic orbs.
Go
I'm
for
gonna do the first one at the closest one, and then the second one behind them.
Yeah.
I love the violin in the background.
Damn, dude. This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah,
Go for it.
we normally look at you when we say that.
Yeah. And the first one I'm gonna cast at a 2nd level.
All right. Jesus.
20 to hit. Yeah.
Is that right? There's not a saving throw for this, is there?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, both will hit.
Yeah, both are thunder damage also.
Oof. Ouch. So,
So 35 damage.
for both of them?
Yeah, 'cause you cast it at a higher level, right?
Oof. Ouch.
Yeah, the first one took shit, I'm failing. 23 damage, and then the one next to Brontor took 12.
Oh, okay.
The one next to the one right in front of Brontor
Or
took
in
12?
front of him. Yeah, in front of Brontor.
All right. So, you take the 2 chromatic. You begin casting the 2 chromatic orbs in your hand. You watch as they begin emitting this boom, boom, boom sound, as like you can feel the wind pulsating around them. And you hurl one, then the other, and as you do, a small spark kind of flies off from your hands. Go ahead and roll 2d6 worth of fire damage.
Sorry, Balan.
Baloney!
7.
Nice.
Rolled a max and a min.
So, as both of the chromatic orbs impact into the brains, you watch as the wind begins to swirl around them and then pushes them out and farther back before a instant explosion of fire and smoke just erupts across their bodies. You watch as one just crumples and crashes to the ground. The other one goes flying back into Brontor goes flying back into Brontor's like pretty much chest area before plopping down to the ground and turning around and, like, if it had eyes, it would be staring directly at Brontor, but it's not. Anything else, Lucius?
Nope, that's it for now.
All right, Deagos, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna untech this guy right here in front of me.
Yeah, go for it.
22 to hit,
Yeah, that'll hit.
13 damage.
All right, you take your great sword and just with a mighty roar, just bring it down up over your head, straight down into the ground, and just like butter, just slice straight down the middle. The 2 halves crumple to the ground.
All right, I'm gonna turn to the one right in front of Brontor.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do the same thing.
go for it.
14 to hit.
14 unfortunately will not hit. You go to swing at this one just as it is flying through the air, and you miss just by inches as it just kind of right over your sword and goes slamming into Brontor.
I turned it off. Do I need to reset something?
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Is the if I do tactical inspiration on someone, is that just like that's a bonus action?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna use tactical inspiration on Tonph, and that ally deals 1d6 extra on the next attack he or she makes.
Bam.
All right then. We'll way to ruin the fun there, Shadow.
Yep.
Can you put it in?
I thought he was being like,
Yep.
you can't.
Okay. So what do you say to Brontor, or whoever you're inspiring?
Tonph.
What do you say to Tonph?
What do you say to me?
To inspire him.
Need a speech from the Gipper.
Come on, Storm.
Shoot it in his brain. Rip it apart.
All right, Dorado.
I know. I don't know.
All right. So which effect did you give him?
damage.
Tactical inspiration plus 1d6 of extra damage.
I look over and I go, pretty inspiring.
So on the next attack, you get a deal damage. You feel inspired, and you feel like you could deal some more damage to this thing. So another d6 of damage to your next attack.
The 3 Leucises scream out, "What?"
You already went.
All right. All right. Brings us to the intellect of ours turn. Brontor, make a intelligence saving throw.
All right. Come on.
Oh, what a tease! It was like 20.
You take 11 points of psychic damage,
And he'll take 6.
and he takes 6. How do you want to do this, Brontor?
Oh my god! That's amazing.
Something. I guess since he took his own damage, something psychic.
Okay. So,
Wait, can you roll? Can you just pick a wild magic number and see if that's how it kills him? I want.
Brontor, how do you want to do this? Brontor, how do you want to do this?
Very gruesomely.
Very gruesomely. Gotcha.
What's 38? Is 38 any good?
I really hope he just explodes into thousands of tiny bunnies that eventually hop around and then just finally explode.
Hey, Brontor, roll me 1d6, please.
You got it. 5.
All right, let's do this. We want to know.
Okay. Oh man, I forget what oh man, this is odd. I got to consult the book for this one.
I'm so glad that this is the route we went.
Yep.
Because nobody knows psychic damage. What, he bursts into flames? I don't what? I don't know. I'd rather the book tell us something
Compacts.
funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Brontor, you watch as this is going to be a combination between Leucis and Brontor here.
Yes.
So Brontor, you watch as it shrieks out to you in this mental probe. You glance up and look. You glance up and look over at Leucis, and you see a devious little spark appear in Lucis's eye. And as you do, you watch as these little poofs of smoke, 5 of them, all appear around this brain thing, and what can only be described as 5 floating jellyfish with blue tentacles and 2 eye stalks that come out of the top of it with vibrant blue eyes that are just looking all around in many different directions. All 5 of them look over. All 5 of them look over at you, and then look down at this intellect devour, and all the tentacles begin to slowly encapsulate this brain thing till it's just a writhing mass of tentacles. And they glance back over at you. They begin rising up in the air. You swear one of them gives you a wink before they all just poof out of existence.
Dude, that was
How'd you
kawaii as
do that?
fuck.
That was.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Brontor goes, all right. Who's this guy?
I heard.
That's where you go. You have 3 comrades on the ground, and you go to who's this guy? You know, whatever. You do you,
Yeah.
Brontor. I'll find new friends.
You're still laying there. I try to get you up.
Are they still
At least
potatoes?
you tried with
Oh,
me.
yeah.
You didn't try with me.
Yeah.
So as the battle concludes and the blood rush and the adrenaline from the battle seems to kind of slowly begin to subside from all of you, you glance around and you see Jeska, Balan, Dryden still laying on the ground, snoring. Not really snoring, drooling, and
Cool. They're still potatoes.
By the way,
Yeah.
do I get points back for being rested?
Can I take some mud that's on the ground and start drawing on Dryden's face? Do like a nice little mustache going thing, and then some big googly eye
Mud
glasses.
sure, yeah,
Do I get health back or not?
you'll find out.
Motherfucker! He actively killed us. We're actually dead already. So you're desecrating my
When-
corpse.
Yeah, basically.
So yeah, you just go
I'm
over and
gonna
start doodling on him.
try cure wounds on Jeska and see if that does anything.
Okay.
I'll
You
do
feel
it at a second level, just because why not?
So then I could heal you then, Dryden.
okay.
He gets me up.
You feel you go over to Jeska. You go over to Jeska's body and you place your hands and on her and begin casting the spell. You feel the spell expend and the energy of the curing energy go into her. You watch as her wounds heal. The cuts and bruises from this past days, fairly dangerous adventuring heal up, and she lays there, her breath still coming and breathing in and out.
So 12 points.
But as you kind of peel back her eyes and try to just kind of wave and snap at her,
Mouth to mouth.
nothing, no response.
No, last thing I need is the
Cool.
taste of charred barf in my mouth.
That's good.
So, didn't do anything?
I mean, she's healed. She's just
Cool.
she's still catatonic.
All right, so we've got potatoes now.
Throw a book at me.
Well,
Well, I
Brontor,
don't know
Leucis?
what to do.
So you want to just get out of here? Just kidding. Dryden would kill me if you knew I said that.
If he ever comes back.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we could put him on like sleds.
I mean,
And, like, just
if you
drag
look
him
like
around.
right here, and that's where I grab the back of Dryden's head, and I grab his jaw, and I'm like, it's okay, you guys are not out of here.
Oh, well, he said it.
See? We're okay.
I don't know what to do, guys. There's no other brain bugs.
It's around this time I go over to Jessica, they'll be like, it's okay, you guys can head on out of here.
Well,
I'm
she
gonna-
said it too, so.
I'm gonna cast Disguise Self as our new adventurer, and I'm gonna walk behind the corner here, and I'm gonna slap the ever-living shit out of Dryden as hard as I can
Make an attack roll.
to try and wake him up. Oh. Pretty
You're not
good.
used to having these hands.
No. And here's this for you too.
Thank you.
Fitty.
The most adorable sounding slap just slowly comes across your ears as slowly comes across all of your ears as Dryden's head just kind of slowly just goes to the side. What was that one? 50? Okay, 50.
Fitty.
Tree fitty.
350.
About tree fitty.
Okay, cool. Good to know. Okay.
I really hope it was more like a.
All right. Cool. Good to know. So you slap Dryden. Dryden's head just kind of lolls to the side, and Nothing out.
Damn, Dorito, what are you doing that for?
Huh? He looked really mean, so I had to
As you try to
take
speak,
out my aggression.
As you try to speak, you open your mouth and no words come out, but pink bubbles emit, and pink bubbles emit from your mouth. And as they begin and continue to float up higher and higher, they eventually pop, and as they do, your words come out of the bubbles in completely different order.
Say,
What are you now?
Like, whoa, this is cool.
This gardener, you're weird.
Cool this.
Help.
So, what do we do now, guys?
Now,
What
what?
now do we, guys?
He says as more bubbles just continue to come out of his mouth.
This art now weird.
You all are a weird
We could
source of adventure.
do this another time save.
Blame this on. I don't know.
This new guy's got bubble mouth. Wait, if he's there and you're next to me,
Finally,
lot of
someone with
Doritos in here.
intelligence.
so many Doritos. I think.
Ass dumb fight me, bitch.
Oh, that's Lucius.
At the end of a minute.
Definitely Lucius.
At the end of a minute, Lucius, the bubbles finally stop, and you're able to speak again.
And bubbles stop now?
Yeah.
Damn it.
They
Well,
stopped.
that was interesting.
So what do you guys want to do about these morons?
I mean, I don't have anything. Did
It's
you got anything,
But-
Lucius?
New guy, you got anything?
Who are you, by the way?
I am Deagos.
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 Your friends seem to probably need rest. You should look after them.
They need
And
rest.
just let him sleep it off.
Yes.
Gotcha.
What do you do?
You should
What's
be
your
cautious
profession?
here. I was a former knight.
For-
Former captain at a city. We were attacked by giants.
Oh.
I was the only survivor.
A lot of that been happening lately.
Yeah, we know about those giants. They're not fun.
They're kind of jerks.
Kind of.
You should be cautious here.
What are they? The fiery kind? The cold kind, or
They were ice giants.
Ice, cold kind.
Did you say your name was Dorado?
If you say
That's what he
so.
said.
He's
Got
not
it.
even
What
gonna
you wish.
fight. He knows enough about Tonph to know it's not worth the fight.
Cool. Dorito
He's gonna call me whatever the fuck he wants. Might as well just let him do it. And if I say no to this, he'll come up with something worse.
El Dorado. All right, so we got to let them sleep it off. That's what Dorado says.
Yeah, I mean, what we pull back to because we were in that open area there right before.
This is a dangerous area. There's many traps in this.
Do you know of a
And
better
how
route?
would you know,
I've been
Dorito?
here for a long time looking for a weapon. I'm going to get my revenge.
Well,
Wait.
you have a weapon.
There's a
Check a
special
look.
weapon here. One to
What's
kill
it called?
giants. Well, I don't think you can handle it. It's a two-handed weapon. It's
I don't know. I've been
very-
known to handle some two-handed weapons.
Cody
Penis
shows
joke.
sure, little man.
Remember you dragging
Are
one?
you sure?
Brontor shows him his hammer. He's
I
like,
mean,
got one
these
right here.
hands, they may be
Two-handed.
tiny, but that just makes everything look bigger.
I was gonna say everything just looks bigger. Nothing actually is.
Is that what you were doing to your friend there?
I want to take. By the way, I want to take all the brain creatures and put them in the hole as they're talking.
Okay.
Hey, we saved their heads, right?
They were heads.
I'm collecting trophies.
So
Make
dumb,
a make a strength check, because
A
that hole's that hole's getting pretty full.
Oh yeah, it's got 10 dudes.
So how long
11
you been
dudes.
down
It's
here?
got more than 10 dudes in there.
It's got 11
Couple of
dudes
weeks now.
Couple of weeks.
35 drinks, a few charcoals.
Yeah, that thing's getting full. So at this point, it's kind of turning more to like.
Santa's bag.
If you could save those for me, that would be
So-
awesome.
As you take the remainder mush of the brain creatures, these intellect devourers, and begin just dropping it in there,
Just a little bit.
like some of the bodies, some of the older bodies that you've had in there start like kind of coming back up, and you have to like squish those down. You have to like kind of get on top of them and kind of like jump up and down and make them get like stay down below. You realize that this is all starting to turn into one congealed soup.
Damn it, man!
Oh,
I was
no.
going to use that as food. What are you doing?
Damn it.
Still
I think I
good.
helped you.
Dude, we got regular food and stuff.
All right, I'm gonna take out 3 of the cultists. I'm just gonna leave them.
Okay.
How? Okay.
I gotta
All right.
remove some dead weight.
Ha ha!
Yeah.
They're all dead. I murdered them all.
You were so lucky
They were
that Dryden
loyal to
is
me.
out for this.
Alrighty then.
I wanna arrange them around Jeska also to make it look like she killed them when she wakes up.
Hey, Dorado, do you know of a place that we can kind of like rest up for a minute? You've been down here a couple weeks. You got to have a place,
Right.
right?
I haven't really been resting. There
That sucks.
are a lot of dangers down here.
Lucius, you got any ideas?
I mean, I think I'm fairly safe. I don't know about you guys. You know, being invisible and all.
Well, I'm down to like 13 hit points.
Yeah, I could
Looking
use a
pretty
little
rough.
bit of a nap. I go over to Dryden and I tap the arm pieces and I say change in Elvish, and then I
Nice.
put him in my knapsack. And it's like, all right, well that's one down. You guys can get the rest. And I start going back towards the hallway so that way we can make a little encampment.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick up Milan and throw him over his shoulder.
Okay. Make a strength
I
check.
mean, Brontor, you've got to be the one that gets Jeska.
I guess so. Yeah. All right. I grab her arms and just start dragging her behind me. Yeah.
After everything I've done for you, Brontor.
Oh man.
Oh, not even someone lady like it's just
Rude.
All
just
right.
jaws just slapping against the ground.
Okay, so
I guess it'd be Maud at that
But
point.
you guys go?
I grab her by the arms, so
Yeah.
Oh, I
so
thought
her
you
head's
said
not hitting the
V.
ground.
You're not
I
just,
did
you
say
didn't
that,
just
though.
grab the
Hold on,
tail
I
and
face him. Yeah.
I noticed after the first couple steps that her head is
tail's
beating
the
on the ground, so I switched to her arms.
Like, oh,
so
whoops.
in the most, so in the most awkward, like kind of carrying train ever, where are you guys going? You have the path that you just kind of came down, and the path that continues forward.
Well, I
We gotta
mean,
get some-
already
we gotta get some rest.
cleared The path behind us, right?
As far as you know.
As far as we know. Well, I mean, I ain't got anything else, and I don't know what's ahead of us, but I do know what's behind us. So I'd
Yep.
rather kind of chill there and camp out there.
All right, so you begin walking back. Walking back up the path that you came to. You come to the point where the 3 chests were, and there's just now a blasted crater there. You make go ahead and Tonph, make a survival check
Survival
with advantage.
check.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once you make it to about that portion, you take an immediate right and follow that path a little bit farther, and then you get to one of the first forks in the road that you came to, and you make an immediate left to head back towards where the main door and the main entrance to this area was. You get back to where you're fairly certain the main door was, and you find them shut and closed.
Okay. But the door, from what I could tell, that was the door when we came down the hole that we went through first, right?
So yeah, there was the
Because we went through the center one after we tried the left one and I about got squished.
Yeah, and
Okay.
you are now at still in the labyrinth. You're still in this like labyrinth area, staring at the door that you originally came through that is shut.
Okay. Well, I say we could just camp here for a good little bit.
I like that idea.
I think we'll probably need to take shifts just in case anything weird decides to pop up.
I'll take first.
Brontor's asleep already.
Dryden.
Wow.
They're made more than.
He's like really hurting.
You know what? I don't.
All right, so with
I like how Blue has components to it too.
Yeah, he's got verbal, said, and material. Mine has no components. It just
all right, so
he has to go. Fuck.
All right, so
a little bit of sulfur dust.
Yeah, he doesn't do sulfur. No, it's
okay, so it's a tight fit in this like small area that you like, the small like 15 by 15 area that you're currently in, but you managed to find like at this door you are surrounded more like almost in like a triangle. There's only about a 5-foot gap in between the two walls before it opens up into the rest of this into the rest of the actual passages that continue to lead farther in. Brontor's apparently already so
I'll take second shift and then I'll get Brontor up for third.
so who's taking first?
I am.
Okay, so Leucis is taking first. All right, Leucis.
I'll take first.
I prop Dryden up in front of the group. No, I don't.
You kind of prop Dryden up, and he's got like this dirt, like mustache and just everything on his face at this point. All right, Lucius, go ahead and roll a d10.
Is the dirt mustache on the snake?
Yes,
That's right. I'm a snake.
Oh, that's right. He's a snake right now. I forgot about that. Yeah, he's still a snake. Over the course of your watch, nothing real. The only thing of note that happens is you just hear like far off in the distance echoing throughout throughout the different paths and walls of this labyrinth. You just hear what can be described as footfalls, both hurried and very slow dragging footfalls. At one time you hear what sounds like a snake being dragged across stone and then disappearing off into the disappearing. Nothing comes into your field of vision, but these are the sounds that seem to kind of perpetrate this entire area that you are currently in.
Excellent. And now, do you want me to tell you what I store in my ring, or do you want me to just keep track of it?
What are you throwing in your ring?
This time I'm going to put a lightning bolt
Okay.
and 2 chromatic orbs.
Nice. Cool. I like it. All right.
I'm sorry. Make that a lightning bolt, 1 chromatic orb, and a disguised self.
What is a lightning bolt?
3.
Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
3rd level.
Heal.
Oh, up to 5 levels. Cool. Yeah. Okay, you're good. Cool. Yep. I like it. Sounds good. All right. Tonph, you're taking second watch?
Second watch.
Tonph, go ahead. All right, so Lucius, eventually your watch comes to an end. You wake up Tonph.
Hey, wake up.
What?
It's your shift. You gotta watch. Why are we whispering? Because I don't want to wake everybody up. That makes sense. Okay. Alright, you can go to sleep now. Okay, good night. Good night, sweet prince.
Tonph, roll me a d10, please.
D10.
Yes.
3.
Okay. About halfway through your shift, you glance kind of farther down the main path, or the passages that you down the passage up to the fork in the road, or the fork in the paths that you were originally taking, and you watch as something very quickly moves just straight across. It is you watch as it's blurred in dark form slams into these two long portions of it slam into the walls, and it just kind of hangs there suspended for a moment before the center portion gets lowered down to the ground, and it just stands there.
Cool.
You watch as the head of this humanoid portion kind of moves, listening.
Well, that's interesting. I kind of get my bow ready and prep a fart. I'm just kidding. I'll prep spike growth just in case.
Okay.
Just kind of be ready to, if I need to throw it out there, I will. But I'm just gonna keep attention that way.
Okay, so you're just watching it. I need for you to make a stealth check.
Stealth check. Boom. 24.
Okay. As you're just crouched low and kind of peeking out from behind the one wall, your bow ready, and the words for spike growth already upon your lips, you watch as its head snaps straight towards you and looks directly, or would be looking directly at you. You still don't have a very clear image of it before another shriek and shrill just scream echoes throughout these cavernous halls. Its head snaps in the direction of where the scream was, and you just two elongated limbs kind of appear from its back before just embedding themselves directly into the wall, and it immediately pulls itself and flings itself very quickly and very hard right up and over some of the walls, disappearing off into shadow, seeming to continue past stalking its prey.
Gotcha. All right. That's interesting. I'm just gonna kind of keep an eye out, see if I see that thing come back.
Yep. The rest of your shift, nothing else really happens apart from that. Who's taking the third shift?
I go back and I wake Brontor up.
All right, Brontor.
Hey, what's up?
Brontor.
What's up? Yeah.
Hey, it's your turn. You fell asleep as soon as we got here, so we
Sorry.
volunteered you.
I was tired. Sorry. Yeah, that's cool.
That's all. Heads up.
Yeah.
Some long ass bitch is down the hallway. It like flung itself over the wall. I don't know what it is.
It flung?
Yeah, like it was like, and then it just like, and it went like through. I don't know where it went. That's all I saw. It was just like,
all right, I'll keep an eye out for it.
That's all it did.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for that. Also, before Dryden gets up, he might want some of your coffee, so you might want to get him. I want to get him some of that before wake him up.
Before I go to bed, I get the materials ready to make some coffee.
He'll want that.
Okay, you do.
So, yeah. All right, I start watching.
All right, Brontor, roll me a d10.
Rolling a d10.
Okay.
8.
You smell Tom's coffee.
I didn't make the coffee yet.
You smell the components for it.
Okay.
You can smell the components for the coffee brewing. Apart from
That's
that,
what it sounds like.
There's
from
the
that-
cackle of the beast again.
you hear once again just the echoes and the screams that echo throughout these caverns. Kind of, they keep you alert. They keep you ready. But nothing really seems to cross into your path or cross into this area or the section that you guys are in during your watch.
Cool.
At the end of your watch, all of you, apart from Dryden and Jeska and Balan, come to consciousness.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Oh, morning.
How was your sleeps?
I'll make some coffee.
It's
Oh,
pretty
you
good.
gonna make coffee? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll have some coffee.
Cool. So these guys aren't awake yet, huh?
Doesn't look like it.
Not appear.
Hmm.
I go over and I tap Dryden's things again and say change. Yep, he's still asleep.
He's a sleepy snake.
Yeah.
You have to check. You check to see if he's still breathing.
Well, he was a snake, right?
Oh,
He was
no,
a sna-
no.
He was a snake. You pop him back in. You pop
Yeah.
him back into half orc form, and you have to roll. You kind of check on him, and you check to make sure he's still breathing, and he is, but it's slow. It's very slow. You check on Jeska and Balan, and same thing. It's a very, very slow.
Has anybody got like an anti-magic anything?
I would like for all of you to roll either Arcana checks or medicine checks,
Including the
except for the ones who are not catatonic.
Oh,
Then I'm gonna hit a survival check just for my own being. I
It's like
mean,
17.
14.
it's not looking good for me, guys.
Dang, I should have did medicine.
It's not looking good for me, guys.
All right.
I have too much of that coffee.
This is just I'm just rolling a d20 to see will I come out of
Does
this
my
alive.
coffee inspire me whatsoever?
I rolled a 2 again in real life.
I mean, it's some pretty strong coffee.
It's some pretty strong coffee, and it might inspire you. I'll give you a D6 of inspiration. man.
Wow.
Hey-o.
Anyone else? No.
Yay!
I think it's reflected in my roll.
15.
Okay. So, Brontor and Tonph, as you're going over your catatonic adventurer or fellow adventurers, you eventually come to the conclusion that because you were fighting mental and very psychic related creatures, that there is just something wrong with their brains, and that there are types of magic that can bring them back and kind of get them back on their feet. Different spells that clerics and paladins normally have, such as like greater restoration, lesser restoration, things along those lines, are normally what, like in extreme cases along these lines, are what is needed.
Good thing we got a cleric and a paladin.
Awesome, yeah. Because we're doing so well on those numbers.
Hey, what does Dorito do?
I don't know what Dorito does. What do you do, Dorito?
I'm just throwing up because of the coffee.
I
by
did
the way.
see a bunch of scrolls and potions back in another room. I fled the room before I could explore it any further because there was something right behind me. So
Whew. Well, do you
fled the room.
remember how to get back?
Yes.
You all right there, Lucius?
I had too much coffee.
You can never have too much coffee.
See,
The
yeah,
room
it's-
is filled with a bunch of
this coffee's
statues,
great.
So I believe that
Got a joke.
we can make our way back. We have to be very cautious, and I would suggest someone staying here with your companions, as there are a large number of odd creatures that prowl these path.
Odder than those brain bugs?
Yes.
Well, I can watch the. I've got a couple tricks up my sleeve to divert danger.
He's gonna be misty stepping these people all over the place.
I mean, I can go with you. I've
I
got
would
the
suggest
pass
a
without a
halfling.
trace. All right,
you should-
Lucius, you and me, bro. We got this.
Are we staying behind?
Come with.
No, we're going.
I'll stay behind.
Oh, you're
Wait.
staying behind? Okay.
Who's staying behind?
Me.
Okay, Dryden and Jeska are staying behind, but who
Yeah.
else is staying behind?
I'll watch them. You guys go.
Can we have someone else besides Brontor? Just saying.
All right, Brontor, you got this. All right.
I got
It
it.
has been decided.
All right, and I
Yay.
cast pass without a trace,
All right.
and we follow Dorito.
All right.
As we follow Dorito, I whisper to Lucius, "Do you trust this Dorito guy?"
I mean, he helped us
Why are you trusting
kill those
Lucius?
brains.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
Trust me, because we're cousins.
I know that's half cousins.
Yeah, that's
don't,
right.
Don't push
You're
it too
right.
far.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll get there.
I don't know, man. It's just Dorito does not sound like a trustworthy name. Like it sounds like something to go with some sort of sugary concoction.
Yeah.
Like do it up or something like that. I don't know.
I'd tend to agree with you.
It's just like it's something that seems like it puts you on edge. Like not something
Yeah.
that would calm you down. Like not something you want in this kind of situation.
Like maybe a hill of something.
Yeah.
Not there.
Oh, I'm not. Oh.
If I
Can I hear
Well, like
the?
maybe like a hill or something. But
Make a perception. Make a perception check.
Okay.
Deagos.
As they leave, I give them a salute
19.
and I start pacing back and forth.
Yeah, you can hear it.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, if he tries some funny stuff, we can just put him down.
I mean, we could.
I'm just here for a weapon. Seen that you needed help, so I helped. If you don't trust me, that's your problem.
I didn't say we didn't trust you. I think he heard us.
I think he did too. Just don't give us a reason not to trust you.
Just be cool, man. Just be cool. Like a farm or a ranch or something. Just like a cool ranch.
I want
Something like that.
that. I can attack you before.
But we also need, fiery passion. You need
Yeah.
to be fiery when
If the chance comes along.
we need some extreme heat.
All right.
The bread, Jeska.
Okay.
What?
So, Deagos, make a survival check to see if you can begin making your way back to.
6.
By the way, we'd like to thank our sponsors for the night, Doritos.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
So you begin leading them kind of along. They were already headed. You lead them back past the brain, back past the area where there's like this blast crater on the ground. You lead them back down past, the where you helped them fight and destroy the brains. And you continue leading them through these passages. You eventually come to a fork in the passage where you have a choice between going right and left. And as you kind of glance down, both look very familiar, and you're not sure which one to go down.
Well, which way are we going here, Dorito?
I mean, you're leading this ship here.
I'm trying to recall. I've been down here for weeks. It's very,
Yeah. It's cool.
Very
We're not in any
twisted.
danger or anything.
not at the moment.
Can I do a quick inspection and see if I can recognize Dorito's footsteps going into or out of one of these paths?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Investigation or survival?
Investigation.
Or
Investigate.
survival.
or survival?
Investigation.
I see here nothing.
So as Tonph kind of drops out of frame and jumps back into frame, smoking a pipe and in wearing a brown cap that ties at the top and holds back the ear flaps and is in just a very old Victorian London kind of brown coat. He gets down and with a magnifying glass begins inspecting the ground, this hard stone surface, and cannot find any footprints whatsoever.
Elementary, my dear Lucius.
I do believe.
Can I,
not used
can
to
I
this.
look down the hallway for some sort of
That he went one of these two paths.
signs that I've made it through this, like bones of some sort?
I mean, you kind of go ahead and make an investigation check. This will be the second of the two that we take.
Okay.
Here we can see he clearly went back this way.
Okay.
Where we came from. You can see the footprints. They lead right to where he is currently standing. So we do know that much.
That explains it.
You glance down both of them, and you can see at the end of the right-hand one, you can see that there are all kind of along as you look down it along the hall, alternating back and forth on each side. There are these what appear to be just kind of like faces, just placed on the walls, just kind of alternating, one on the left, one on the right, one on the left, about waist level. You kind of see that as you glance down the right hallway. As you look down the left hallway, you kind of see where it hits a wall and then kind of begins to curve even more down to the left. But just at the back portion of your vision, you can see what appears to be some stationary object that is just there. You can't see it in great detail, but there's something just barely in shadow that's just there.
I don't recall seeing the faces to the right.
You've never seen faces?
You don't see them on the wall. To
I've
the
seen
right.
faces on the wall. They're normally called paintings. Have you ever seen a painting? It's like a very intricate frame of moment.
I'm going to look at Lucius and say, is he always like this?
Little did you know, I silenced the beast. He can no longer talk. You're still muted. But...
Am I?
Yeah, now
Can
you're
you hear me
good.
now? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Can you?
I said, yeah, well, we're all a little insane. You kind of have to be to jump down like 100-foot hole and die and then be resurrected.
You
Wait,
jumped down here.
You've died?
No, I was talking about Brontor, but
Wait, Brontor died?
yeah, well, he like smacked face first. It's pretty close. It's as close to death as you can get
No.
without actually dying.
So he ate dirt then.
Yep.
Got it.
So I guess we're going down this left hallway then.
I believe it's
Yes,
to
that
the
sounds
left.
right.
Yes.
Well, let's continue.
All right, so you begin making your way down the left hallway, and as you kind of round the corner.
I'm leaving a trail, by the way.
Okay.
As we go from here.
Okay, so leaving a small trail.
Something though where I would hopefully recognize it. Nothing too big, but I might be able to know what I'm looking for.
Okay. Yep. So as you make it down the left corridor, you continue on, and you once again come to a split where, as you glance down the hall, it once again splits off to the right and left in a straight line this time. All along this hallway, as all of you have dark vision, there are these very beautifully crafted statues that are standing there all along this hallway.
Well, you said you saw statues, right? You remember statues?
There's a room filled with statues.
We're getting close.
So,
Too close.
Deagos, as you kind of look up, as you look around, you do at this point you start realizing where you're at, and you begin making your way farther down to the farther down the passage off to your right hand side. You continue to pass statue after statue after statue. I'd like for all of you to make perception checks.
I perceive with my mind's eye.
Hey,
I
that sounds about right.
get to do something.
Wait, am I rolling too?
No, it's just being a dick.
Oh.
I mean, you can if you want to, but
You can roll anything if you want to.
Tonph and Leucis, as you continue to pass all of these statues, you notice that all of them are in some reactionary or fighting stance. So a lot of them have swords that are out or seem to be in the process of getting ready to cast some semblance of a spell. And they are just like, they're crafted so finely that as you kind of like glance over all of them, you could swear these features looked real, and like that these were, if painted in the right light, real individuals.
Can I roll Arcana to see if there's anything magical
Go for
that
it.
had been done here?
Yeah, go for it.
God, okay.
Some interesting looking statues, but you're not sensing any magical auras coming from.
Oh, and you know what? 97. Because this is a thing that we do here on Riot sessions.
Okay. You as you continue to walk down this corridor, Lucius, you hear a voice slowly creep into the back of your mind saying, This blatant use of your power will be the death of us someday. And you begin to hear this just faint, ethereal violin music just begin to kind of play in the background.
Hold on, I've got something for this.
We all do?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Kind of like this.
You just all begin to kind of hear this faint ethereal, all three of you begin to hear this kind of just ethereal, like minor keyed violin music that just begins to play in the background. And you're just like, what the shit? And begins to just kind of echo slowly down, like just the sound just begins to carry and echo down the halls.
I want to try to find new music, guys, real quick, but this is way too upbeat for what they're explaining, so I'm going to try to find something that matches a little bit better. It was like xylophone, like do 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 do.
All right. So Deagos,
Check Twitch, Blue. I've got it.
What's Twitch?
So Deagos, you continue along the passage, and you're like, not this corridor, not this corridor, not this corridor, not that one. And you kind of stop. You stop directly in front of you stop directly in front of like the last like turn off of this passage, where there's two different statues there. One with their hands up, another one that is mid swing, and the mace that they have is just kind of still dangling there. But as you glance in, you can see a room of potions and different scrolls just all about.
Here it is. Here's the room.
I present
Finally.
to you.
Are any of the scrolls open?
They are all placed on these very beautiful and very out of place shelves.
I check for traps.
Yes. As you begin just kind of looking around the room, nothing's. However, you do glance around, and you see just these very ornate shelves that are there, different potions just kind of sitting on the different shelves, rows and rows of nothing but scrolls that are just all lined there.
All right, so we came in through like kind of a doorway, right?
It was an opening, yeah.
Opening, okay.
Just an opening down like what almost looks like you would be leading down another passage in this labyrinth, but as you walk into it, it just opens into a room that's just kind of blocked off on all sides, apart from the entrance that you walked in.
All right, I'm gonna take out another body from the portable hole. One of the cultists, not the main dude. I want to keep him. He's a trophy.
Yeah.
So I'm taking him out, and I'm going to put him in the entryway.
Okay.
And I'm going to concentrate on Mage Hand to try and like hold him up, kind of. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I got you. So you kind of place him near one of the two statues that is there, and just kind of have him just held up by Mage Hand, this purple spectral hand, just holding it above as this creepy, ethereal violin music just continues to echo and play throughout the hall.
Alrighty. And then I'm going to go to one of the scrolls on the shelves. I'm going to snatch it as quick as I can.
All right.
You are, or the Mage Hand?
I am.
All right. You walk up. You pull it out. It is a very dusty old scroll. The cloud of dust kind of poofs out as you go through that. You open it. Are you opening it up and reading it?
Yeah, I'll read it.
All right. You open it up, and as you kind of glance over it and look over it, you notice as like arcane glyphs just begin to kind of circle throughout the page, and just continue to be like writing themselves and then erasing themselves and writing themselves and erasing themselves. And a few portion. Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Bam. God. Okay. I'm sorry. I got a wild magic hit.
Having a Brontor night.
Yeah, I am. Okay.
Does that feel good to say that, Cody?
Give me that D100, please.
I've accepted it.
Can I roll a bend luck after rolling that?
Can I cause everything that can possibly go wrong to go wrong?
Yeah.
God.
Misty step.
It's up to you. If
No. That was what you rolled.
That's fine. 9.
Okay.
And 74 for the D100.
It's really hard to tell exactly what this is, and you feel like a burbling in your stomach, and you kind of just barf, which barfing when you have no nose or mouth or like lips to speak of is a very weird experience.
Forgot about that.
Roll me a D4.
D4 height.
4.
Ooh.
All right. Deagos, you feel your stomach begin to twist and turn and retch as something doesn't feel right.
It's a coffee.
You take 1 point of poison damage, and you are now considered poisoned for the next hour.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. All right.
Oh no.
Oh no.
But as for you, Leucis, you can't really make out exactly what this specific scroll says.
Cool. Into backpack.
All right.
And I'll try another one.
Are you just trying to a completely different one?
Yeah.
I would like, for the sake of brevity, I'd like for Leucis, Tonph, and Deagos to all make investigation checks.
Investigation. 18.
Hey.
Okay. All right. All of you, kind of glancing around this room, find that a lot of these, as you kind of like are pulling and looking at the different scrolls, a lot of them seem to be arcane in nature. Tonph, you like kind of glance at a few of them and you're just like, okay, not really sure what this is. Same thing, Deagos. The potions, as you're kind of going over them, there is one that is very, very beautifully red and has like a red gold tint to it. Okay, grab that one. All right. And then you do notice as a bunch of other ones, as you kind of look over them, that some of the bottles are cracked and like the potion has spilled out and just kind of like dripped down all across parts of these bookshelves and these scroll areas. You also find one potion that is a pure gold as well. And you also find another potion that is just this very beautiful aqua, like sapphire blue color.
Well, I'll take all the scrolls if you guys don't mind.
I'll grab potions. I mean,
You can have it all. have no
Damn
need
right I
for
will.
this.
I'll
So
put
you
the
got-
scrolls
so-
into the backpack. So
Because
they
you
don't
said
get
you were only here looking for a weapon, so you don't
That's
need
right.
any of these anyway. So
Nope, don't need it.
knowledge is my weapon.
Okay, so you guys
Hey,
begin to
you
start
lack
to
thereof.
you begin to grab all these things, and it's at this point that I'd like for you to make another perception check.
Perception.
Perceive.
9. And that's with a 5 modifier.
Oh god.
Yeah.
13.
So you guys are just enraptured in all of these different scrolls and everything, and it's only as you're finishing up this about 5 or 6 minute look around of this room that Deagos and Leucis hear this slithering snake sound, almost as though like a snake is like kind of like coiling and rapidly, quickly moving away across stone.
Alrighty.
Did you hear that?
I did. It's okay. And I want to cast Thaumaturgy to create a sound that originates. You said there's not a ceiling, like the walls go up, but they go over, right?
Yep.
Create a sound up and away from us.
Okay.
Back the way we came.
Okay. Sound originates and and you just kind of echoes throughout the entire vicinity. Brontor, you hear high above you, and off in another direction of the labyrinth, you hear this sound just kind of echo throughout the entire cavern.
Wonder what that was.
Huh.
All right.
Wow.
I keep on pacing.
Yep.
Because I'm on watch.
Does the slithering keep happening?
Seems to be moving away from you.
Oh, good. You're welcome, guys.
So after about 10 minutes of this, you guys feel like you've kind of picked through most of the things, and you kind of pick through most of the things, and you do find a few of these scrolls are written in common, and a few are written in just like other very obscure languages, some of which you do read, others which you don't. And some of them just seem to be histories. Some of them seem to be just descriptions, all seemingly documenting and talking about an entity called Resh. It seems to be the different history portions of the scroll. From the quick glances you get, seem to talk about him searching for different ways of extending and continuing life on well past what it should be. Some of them seem to be documenting the different experiments on other creatures. You find the flayed insides of what looks like an elf, a halfling, and a human, just very detailed diagrams of what it looks like when you slice open their chest and you open them up and begin removing organs. You also find these are just very quick low glances that you get as you're kind of looking through these histories. But you finish picking through the room and you kind of feel like you've found everything that is really going to be worth in this area.
All right. Well, you guys ready to head back?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
And so I'm going to keep the
with
mage
Dryden.
hand. I'm going to keep the mage hand in front of us, about 10 feet,
Okay.
holding the body and pushing him forward.
Okay. You all begin
I
moving.
think I've still got Pass Without a Trace on us.
You do also have Pass Without Trace. I'd like for you all to roll stealth checks. Add 10 to them.
Yeah, it's for an hour. Has it been more than an hour?
No.
Okay.
It's been maybe about 30 minutes right now.
Storm's
Nice.
on top of that
Jeez.
stealth right now.
Jeez.
That boy.
So 24.
Okay. Nice. All right. So you all continue to work your way through following the path, and as you get back to where the statues begin, you notice that there's one statue that just doesn't quite look as regular, like regular, or as does not look as like still or as like perfect as it should. And as you get closer, you find standing there, slumped against a wall, you see a very beautiful elven female with blonde hair that is tied back in a ponytail. Her ears come to tapered points, and as you get closer and closer, you see that the top half of her body is just it is like flesh, and you can see blood just oozing out of it. However, as you kind of look down at the bottom of her body, like from her waist down, it is straight stone. Her face is completely destroyed by what looks like thousands and thousands of dagger cuts or razor blade cuts that just seem to have completely destroyed her entire face.
And her feet are a part of the stand, right?
Yeah, her feet are still her like waist down, and her feet are still stone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so is it more so that like it transitions from stone to flesh, or that there's flesh resting on top of stone?
It's like it transitions from stone to flesh.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Do I know what would cause this?
Make a nature check.
Nature check.
Now, we have come across things that have done this prior, or something similar of nature.
That's true. And what we had to get, like, it was the basilisks, right?
It was the bile and their blood. We had to fuse bile and blood.
As they say basilisks, you're like, yeah, that could potentially cause something like this. However, you're not. However, seeing something, like turning them to stone is very like basilisks do have that ability. However, the rest of this, as we're part of this previous elven woman's form, where it's like half flesh and like transitioning to stone, that's something you've never come across.
Either way, I don't think we really need to deal with crazy statue lady. We kind of need to get back and rescue Dum Dum and Tweedledee.
That's a good point.
And Baloney, I guess.
Yeah, let's head back. We'll worry about her later.
Yeah.
So over the course of the next 15 minutes, who's leading this party to get back to where you're going to?
Well, we got the crumbs on the ground, or whatever the trail.
You do. I still want to know who's leading it. Who's heading this?
The dead body.
I'll do it.
Okay,
since
so
I was the one who put him down.
Tonph, survival check with advantage.
Do it.
Believe.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Span of 15 minutes. You're able to get back. Able to get back to where Brontor is. Brontor, about 45 to 50 minutes goes by of you just pacing back and forth, and
I was singing that song too, like the guards in Wizard of Oz.
What's Wizard of Oz? Is he a guy from Waterdeep?
I can't
He's
tell
my
you
dad.
And you hear
Your dad is a wizard as well? I thought you were a sorcerer.
Brontor, you watch as this purple kind of glowing light kind of comes around the corner, and this body, or this floating humanoid body, begins just to kind of move forward towards you with a purple light behind it, and just kind of begins working its way towards you.
I say, who goes there?
I throw the body with the mage hand at Brontor.
Swing at it.
Make an attack roll.
This is just gonna be gross.
Yeah.
He's 9 out of 10 soupy right now.
You swing at it, and it just splatters and paints across the side of the wall.
I call him a
Somebody
shot.
kind of
Boom.
I'd like to think Brontor goes. He just points off to the back of the room and just
you look at it, and it is this very beautiful and gory painting of. Damn, some artists be proud of that thing.
Oh.
Can you see it? Do you have night vision?
No. I can
His
imagine.
hammer's letting off like a small little glow right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll work. Oh, it's you guys.
Hey, we
Hey.
found some stuff.
What you doing throwing bodies at me?
That's what I do. I mean, I've got a bunch to spare now, so
Oh, you want to do some more? That was actually kind
I'll
of fun.
save them for now.
Can I do
Okay.
a quick investigation of the red and gold potion?
It's gonna be more of an Arcana check.
Hey, did you guys see anything weird?
Well, it was more so, have I come across something that's similar in nature? I mean, I'll do an Arcana check. I'll do an
assist.
Arcana check. There we go. 16.
The red one does have reminiscence of a healing potion of some form. It's just in a larger bottle. And this one, while most healing potions have like some flecks of gold that kind of like swirl throughout them, this one has more what looks like wisps of like small strands and wisps of silver that go through it. The gold potion appears to let off more of a. It seems to almost glow in your hand, like with no light source emitting it, like around it or shining onto it. This one seems to almost glow in your hand, a very bright, almost radiant glow to it.
All right. I take half of the one potion, the red one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pour it in Jeska,
Okay.
and
You
that's
take.
what I'll do.
Okay, you take half of it, pour it
Yep.
into Jeska, and
I see if it does anything.
to the best of your knowledge, nothing happens.
I take the gold one, and I pour some of it into it.
Pour about half of it in, and
Yeah, about half of it right now. See if it does anything.
you notice her breath starts to pace and quicken a little bit.
I pour the rest of the gold potion in.
Top her off.
As you finish pouring the rest of the gold potion into Jeska's maw, Jeska, your eyes, your form and your eyes glow with this golden and platinum divine light, and your eyes flicker open. The last thing you remember being in combat with these squishy brain creatures, breathing fire on them, turning them to ash and charcoal, and you immediately shoot up.
Thank God you're awake. We barely got out of there. Those things were brutal.
I take
They
the
killed
last of
Balon.
the half of the
Hold
potion,
on.
and
They
I just
killed
start
Balon.
like trying to guzzle it into Jeska. She's standing there. No, you're not done yet. You're not
What
done
are those
yet.
holes? Stop. Put them in those holes.
They're still there.
Why are the dead cultists here? We
Who?
killed them already.
Wait, there's a dead cultist here?
Yeah.
There is no dead cultist here.
Leucis, last time I saw these cultists, they were in your portable hole.
I
There
had
is
to use
no
them as
corpse here.
distraction.
There is a decoupage of a mural on the wall, but there is
Murals by
no dead
Brontor.
corpse.
I'm telling you, we barely got out of there. That
Okay.
Balon's dead. We
Yeah,
brought his
what?
corpse. Yeah, you see him?
Baloney and
checked-
Dryden
I
has
checked
been like a
Balon's
big old
pulse.
potato over there too.
I checked the
Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom,
Okay,
boom.
he's not dead, guys.
Oh, well, great.
I cast I think I only have Lester Restoration. Ugh, let me check.
Yeah.
You had this entire time to check, and now you're
How the
No
fuck did I
comment.
give
Hold
her
on,
back?
guys. Hold on, guys. No, I have Lester Restoration.
Lester Restoration? Is
Lester
that
Restoration.
Lester-
Come on
Lucky
down
guy.
to Lester Restoration. We'll get your hogs back up and kicking in no time.
We got Lester and we got Girder.
Whoever's reading next week, write that one down.
That's the sponsor.
Lester
Last
and
time on the
Girder.
Riot
Lester's Rejuvenation Shack.
I'm actually gonna do it to the top.
Last week on the Riot Sessions, Ramsbug tried to find a guy named Lester.
After sitting still and doing nothing for 2.5 hours.
All right. So you're doing Lesser Restoration on who?
Belong.
Okay. You cast the. You feel this. You feel the divine energy kind of pass into Balon, and he shoots up.
Bloody, you're back.
Oh, I'm so glad that worked. I mean, good, it worked.
He reaches out for his sword, and he can't out for his sword, and he's like, can't find it. Are we all right?
Thank God you're alive, Balon. Balon's dead.
I heal?
We had him in that fight, but we lost him. He's gone.
What was that? What was that, Jessica?
How much, did I get my spells back or anything while I was
Yep.
out?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
You're back at full.
Sweet, then I'm gonna go and do the same to Dryden.
All right, so Dryden also comes back. The divine energy and spells going through him. Hey, Dryden, you wake up. You come back to your senses. Your 9 intelligence. Your 9 intelligence working for you again.
Dryden. It's okay. You're looking good. You're looking good, man.
Dryden, when did you grow a mustache?
What? Where are they?
You've got a mustache.
I mean, I actually do have a mustache, so it was gonna.
He does actually have like a full beard.
Yeah, you've got it's a nice little thing, and then
I reach over and touch my
wearing
mustache and feel
glasses.
this crusty mustache. This the hell'd you do to me?
you've got glasses too.
What are you talking? Oh, what the? Okay.
Jeska and Dryden and Balon, you all glance around and you see Tonph, Brontor, Leucis, and you also see another tiefling with a very large two-handed greatsword just swung across his back. Red skin, black hair.
I'm Jeska.
Wait,
By
they're
the way,
fucking
guys-
multiplying? Is that my goddamn axe? Give that shit back.
That's Dorito.
Yeah.
You do look around on your
I'm Jeska.
Dryden, and you have all of your armor and weapons with you.
The fuck did this guy get this shit from? Who the hell are you?
His name
I'm
is
His
Dorito.
name's
I'm
Dorito.
Deagos.
Dingus?
Dingus.
You say so.
And it's here that we're going to take our 5-minute break.
Yes.
I had
you've
2
really been
hours to
sitting on
come
that.
up with
He's been
that.
sitting on Dingus.
I was like,
You guys are dicks.
to be fair, Tonph makes everybody a
Yeah.
different name.
It's so true.
Blue's just trying to be a dick.
Blue's always good.
I love you.
My whole thing is don't take
What
things
about-
so seriously, and you come up with names like Deagos, Tragvin. And I just kind of go, well.
Well, how do we enjoy this? All right.
All right, Dryden.
Ooh. Ooh, look at him throwing shade.
I like it. I like it. Ladies and gentlemen who are hanging out in chat, thank you. You are enjoying this evening's episode of the Riot Sessions. It is a. They were in a very precarious situation. Somehow managed to get out. Jesus.
Like we always do.
I am Shadowhack, and I am a variety caster here on Twitch. We stream Dungeons & Dragons here on Sunday, and then we also stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and do a variety of games at the moment. That's me. Yay.
Hi, Shadow.
Hi, Shadow.
That was interesting.
Okay, that wasn't just me.
No,
Okay, good.
it was everything. I guess we can talk. I guess we can talk to our guest of the evening.
I mean, that would be
New guy.
important, seeing as he didn't introduce himself before. So
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
who
yeah.
are you? Who
I'm
are you?
StormsOfDragon. Everybody calls me Storms. I'm
Storms.
variety caster on Twitch. Play old school RPGs every Saturday and Sunday morning. We've been playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on Saturday and Sunday evenings. And we're going to be getting into Dark and Light this coming week. It's gonna be
man,
awesome.
good luck, dude. My computer could not stream it.
Really?
It crashed the second I clicked out of the window. It crashed my stream, the game, everything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't click out of the window as soon as I get everything started. No.
I'm just saying, set it on low settings and see how you do. Go with that, because I had medium settings and it crashed everything. And all I wanted to do was click into like my dashboard or something. You know what I mean? Like just kind of like change a window, and I just alt tabbed out of the game, and everything just was like, nope. And I was like, because I was so excited about that game.
That happened with something several times on me the other day, which sucks.
It's PC limitations, man. It sucks.
I'm here every Sunday with these guys. This is amazing. I love these guys.
No, you're amazing.
No, you're amazing. Wait, who are we talking about?
All of
Just
you
kidding.
guys.
You're all amazing.
Yeah, you're all amazing.
Every one of you.
And I really appreciate all of you guys for welcoming me in for as a guest. It's awesome.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, we needed someone on short notice, and we'd never talked to anybody about guesting before, so we figured we'd just get a hold of you real quick. And this totally hasn't been something we've been planning for a while. You totally didn't make a character like week 3.
Well, we didn't know when to bring me in, so just kept
we
waiting.
still don't.
Yeah.
I was about to say we didn't know.
Yeah, I know you guys didn't know.
It's just,
I'm the only one that knew. I
Dorito.
got a message that was like, "Hey, Storm's gonna be on. His name's Dorito."
It's not even Dorito.
Right, Dingus. My bad.
El Dorado.
Dryden over here. Let me tell you.
What was my cousin's name? Not Stumpy.
Wow.
The other one.
Clarendon.
Clarendon.
Yeah, it's Clarendon.
He didn't have any runny noses.
Dude, he had a little bit of a nasally voice, but it was a clear nasally voice.
I still miss Stumpy a little bit. He was fun.
Stumpy's dead.
We moved on from Stumpy a while ago. When did Stumpy die?
Isn't that your half cousin or half brother?
No, Stumpy is the original drawing of Dryden that we rejected.
Oh yeah,
we hardcore rejected that.
I was like, when he drew it, I was like, okay, let's see what everyone else thinks. And when everyone else in the group was like, that's not Dryden, I was like, thank you, okay, redraw. Because at that point, I think I'd already slept with 3 women in the game, and I was like, how?
because you're Stumpy.
Stumpy.
You're Stumpy.
Okay, guys, I got my axe. I'm gonna chop down tree, drink beer. That being said, why doesn't Rams say something about who she is?
I'm Rams.
Love how
All right,
Stumpy,
so
let's shoot it over to Ram.
so Shadowcawn, why don't you tell us a little bit about who Leucis
Hey.
is?
I'm Ramsbug, and I do the mod things. And you can follow me on my Twitter at Ramsbug. And right now, I'm in a hotel in Mexico, and that's fun.
Yeah.
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 Cody.
Yeah.
Hey,
What?
Cody. Hey, Cody. Welcome back to the show. How are you?
Oh, thanks for having me. I'm doing great. Sitting down
Why
there.
don't you tell the folks at home a little bit about yourself?
Hey guys, my name's Codybedrock 36. I do the stream thing Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do time and tip at the top of the hour, so make sure you guys tune in for that. And yeah, just video games. And Codybedrock 36 at Twitch. And on the Twitters too. So I do tweets and stuff.
He does do tweets.
I do tweets.
Cody, looking at the board, seeing some stuff lighting up. We got any callers?
Let's see. We got a caller on line 1. Go ahead, caller.
Hi there. My name is Shadowcawn. I really love the show. Are you guys having any opportunities to have guests on the show tonight?
Not at the moment, caller. All right, coming to get doing the caller here.
Well, shucks. Well, are you guys out? Is there any sort of application that you need to put in to be able to? I can give you my information if you like.
We're not actually taking any hires at the moment.
All right.
so,
Well, as far as the application goes, my name is Shadowcawn. And,
Shadowcawn, writing that down.
Yep, and you can find me at this place called twitch.tv. Oh, that's apparently not part of the thing. It's also on Twitter. Twitter.tv. No, okay, that's not it either. So disregard all of that. I'm really sorry to waste your time.
That a little bit of
I don't
confusion
have,
there, caller.
I don't apparently have any of my information.
Clamp your gob, you
All right,
fucking
going to the
moron.
next caller. Thanks a lot for your info.
Oh
Thanks for having
man,
me on.
it takes
Yeah, no
all
problem.
kinds, doesn't it, Cody? It takes all kinds.
There are so many people that call into the show, and we don't have a good filter to get the dumb ones off. We had to hire my nephew coming in from South Dakota.
Hey guys.
And that kid's not that smart. Go ahead, caller.
Oh, hey guys. Long time listener, first time call. How's it going today? How are you guys?
I'm sorry.
liking it?
Is your radio on? I need you to turn your radio
Are you gonna
down.
turn it back?
I need you to
Turn
turn
down
your-
the background, please.
Billy, turn the radio off.
Turn it down a little bit.
Not you. You don't have to.
No, I don't. No,
Cody,
turn the
I need you to
radio in
handle
the
this
background.
one.
Yeah, so that you don't need you to talk lower. We need you to turn the radio down in the background.
I don't have a radio on the background.
It's a joke.
We got some kind of feedback. Some kind of feedback coming from somewhere. You got a family member watching there? All right. Who hasn't gone yet?
Yeah, right now.
But thanks for calling into this radio show. Don't forget, I'm the Blue Ranger. You can find me at twitch.tv/I'm the Blue Ranger and twitter.com/I'm the Blue Ranger. You can pretty much find me anywhere on the internet if you search I'm the Blue Ranger. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Next up is Shadowhack 90.
I just can imagine JD and Turk now just dancing and singing to that. That's it. That's the show, guys. But you love Mumford. Oh, it's okay.
You just call it Mumford and Sons? I
couldn't
you.
remember.
I hate you. All right.
Sanford and Mumps.
Sanford. That's right. Thank you. I was like, God,
I
I can't
love
remember.
Sanford and Humps.
I need to watch Scrubs again. All right, let's jump back into this.
Thinking about getting a half acre.
Blue, I saw you had this. I didn't know this was this because I just don't do social media like besides Twitter, right? That Sarah Ha thing. Why is this a thing?
I don't know, but it's awesome because people just want to tell me about how much I'm disgusting. Oh, I get equal parts. You've saved my life on multiple occasions. Thank you for being an amazing person. And you look like Seth Rogen, but I'm pretty sure that you smell like the underside of a pig's asshole. And like, I'm just like,
I can attest that Blue smells really nice.
oh,
I thought that was going
IRL.
100%.
I know. I
the other
know.
way.
I can tell you guys
I
right
have
now.
to tell you, I have smelt Blue, and he does, in fact, smell like a pig's asshole. I mean, he's a wonderful, wonderful human
At least I don't
being.
smell like a mega bed covered in strawberry vape. Anyway.
Mega bad.
Mega bed.
Dude, mega bed.
Mega bed. Good times.
All hail.
Did you guys take pictures of Megabed or anything?
No, you have
No.
video evidence of Mega
It's true. I did vlog Megabed a little bit.
Most of what
Okay,
happens at Mega Bed stays at Mega Bed.
There was
All
one
right.
brief instance
It'll
of
live
Mega
on.
Bed
For
being
those of you
exposed.
that don't know what's happening, it's okay. Just come to just try and get to Guardian God next year. You might get a little late.
Come
Yes.
to our
This
room.
way.
You have to become friends with them so that you can understand what Megabed is.
Yeah.
Brontor,
See how
Tonph,
three
and
30-year-old when 30-year-old men share a hotel room, the option isn't get a cot or find a way to get comfortable on the floor. It is
Hijinks ensue.
hijinks and triple sleeping. Anyway,
Moving
Super
on.
Mega Bed.
I heard the crevice isn't great.
All right.
As a personal experiencer of the crack, I was constantly on edge.
are you trying to tell me that you were a really big fan of crack?
Yes.
Did
It's a
you
little bit more sophisticated than
He
All
did not
right.
say
Moving
no.
on.
did you use
Moving on.
and we
So-
progress.
I digest.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So as you all
Did I get health back from my rest?
Yes, you
Yes.
got
Yeah,
you are full rest. You're full rested, full healed.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
So,
Although I used some spells on you guys. So.
The gang's all here.
The gang's all here.
all right. So you as you all come to consciousness and finally are regained intelligences, you glance around. The same creepy sounds continue to echo through this area, and through this portion of the labyrinth as you ponder what is your next move.
So, what all happened when we were out?
Oh yeah, there was a sound I heard. Was that you guys?
I'm so upset with you right now, Shadowcawn. I'm so mad at you right now. Oh no. I'm not touching that one.
Well, you weren't a part of Megabet, so you wouldn't understand.
I'm glad of this. Sometimes I'm happy I wasn't invited.
You were invited, but you didn't want to partake.
Anyway.
You got the invitation.
Okay, so
Anyways, so we're in a cave.
what happened when we were out? Because
Yeah, there was a
last thing I
sound.
remember was fighting some brains. Where are the brains?
Oh yeah, well we killed all those. I mean,
Yeah,
I've
the
got
brains
some
are
of them
dead.
in here
Brands are
somewhere.
gone.
I don't want to see.
I tried to fish out some of the brains.
No, thank you.
I had some really good hammer swings.
Wait, no, you
Did you
didn't.
actually
Shut up.
Hit something?
No, I did. You guys just didn't see it.
No.
Pixar
Don't
didn't
believe
happen.
you.
Lucius, Tonph, come on.
I'll back Brontor up.
I can attest.
I don't trust
as a-
Lucius though, so that doesn't work.
One of my hammer swings went through it like a hot knife through butter.
Yeah, my axe didn't even do that. I don't want to hear about it.
See, look, if you look at this wall here, this is a perfect example of what Brontor's hammer did to the brains. And this is a little bit more goopy, but it's pretty similar.
It's true. I can show you, and I start rummaging around the
It's
brains again.
glorious.
Oh my.
He does have the brains.
Why? Why do
we
you have
only
the
had the
brains?
Why
Why
do
wouldn't
you
he have
not
the
have
brains?
any brains?
I have. I mean, I have them now.
Yeah, you didn't. So I stole all of their brains. I mean, if what we were trying wouldn't work, I mean, I was honestly going to replace your. So
Mhm.
Okay, so
Alright.
what else? So where did this guy come from? Hey, where'd you come from, Dorito?
Well, I've been in here for 2 weeks.
That seems like an awfully long
Small
time.
cave outside.
He's a very solemn fellow.
What do
Came
you?
from a small cave outside. There's the waterfall.
Why would you spend a couple
There's a
weeks in
hidden
here?
cave.
That doesn't seem like it's a good idea.
I'm looking for a great weapon.
Wait, you saw a waterfall?
Ooh, tell me
I know
more about
an
this great
amazing
weapon. I'll totally
blacksmith.
help you get it.
Dorito, I totally know this amazing blacksmith. You're gonna love her. She's like gonna make you this amazing.
No, I need the pyromol. Is the only
Sorry?
thing that will be able to. I need the pyromol. That's the only thing that will be able to help me.
Pyromol?
Yep.
Is that
I
like
think it's
You guys in fire?
Is that
Yes.
like where you eat fire?
I'm going to fight
What fire?
the giants. They killed all of my kin. They killed my men.
Which giants?
Did
Did
you
he
catch?
smoke-
Did you
Join
happen to
the
catch
club.
their names?
I don't
it
think
harsh?
so. We
Was it
were battling on the field. Why would I ask them their names?
Because we know one of them. But like, he was good. He was different than the others.
Yeah.
Then there was what's his face? The wizard. He was good, kind of.
Oh, that guy?
yeah, you mean the dead guy?
Zeffy, the one that like pounded me on the floor for calling him Zeffy when everybody else was calling him Zeffy. What a jerk.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
So,
These
do
were
we want to
ice
try and
giants.
progress forward? I mean, we're still looking forward. I mean,
We're still
Might as
looking
well
for
go-
this pyro mall.
yeah. I mean,
And
or
I've got
the
room for 4 more bodies in my storage. So
I say we help them find the pyro mall.
and
well, we
bodies.
can do that, or I mean, we're still looking for the orb of passage.
Yeah, we'll get there.
And bodies.
Yeah, we'll find it all.
Plenty of weapons, Dryden.
I want to help this. I want to help Deagos here.
You can't limit a guy on weapons.
I'm just saying, the negotiations has served you very well. Now you don't like it?
I
Orb
like
of
the
passage.
negotiations.
That's what it was.
And
called.
the hell is great.
Fire Maul.
Either way, I think we should probably go.
So I inspected
where we
these.
There
I assume
are
my gloves?
creatures and
Yeah,
traps in this
yeah.
direction.
Okay.
Many.
Hey, Dryden. I've
Yes?
got a present for you.
What's that?
And I slowly take off the gauntlets and I kneel before Dryden and hold them up to him. I say, these gloves bring great strength to those who wear them.
Last time you guys gave me things to put on my arms, you kept turning me into a snake.
Change.
I will totally take those back, by the way.
Oh no, I'm gonna hold on to them because they keep coming into handy when words are hard.
They keep coming into him.
I'm just getting over getting my brain smashed down. Shut up.
I mean, I've still got more brains for you if you want.
I'd do a run by change real quick. Change.
If you guys help me find the Fire Maul, I will
Change.
be more than happy
You
to
dick.
help you get out of this cave.
You don't want to get out of the cave.
Yeah, you're back.
Find an orb.
No, we
You know
came here on
anything
You
purpose,
fell
man.
in from this hole in the ceiling.
Not on
How do you
purpose.
expect to get back out?
Oh, I can fly.
Very, very carefully.
You can fly.
I can fly.
He believes he can
I
fly.
think the mine
No, I can fly.
I
thing
can fly.
took away his brain.
Well, so I like your offer, but can we throw in hey, do you know anything about this orb?
Hey, bro.
Hey, Baloney, what do you think about all this?
Also, Dryden, you're really going to want these gauntlets.
Fine, I'll take the
Hello?
gauntlets.
Okay. You take the gauntlets, the chains around the upper portion.
Does this affect my unarmored defense?
No, it does not.
Does it affect his change goblets?
They kind of rattle around as you place them on your arms and on your hands and on your forearms, and they actually kind of expand from Lucius's hand, so they go and fit over your massive half orc arms.
You know what they say about these giant hands, Tonph? They make everything look smaller. Kinda sucks.
Mhm.
It's all right. It's what my hands are good.
People
for.
new to
Oh,
the
yeah, by
comedy
the way-
world, that's called a callback.
Full circle.
All right.
By the way, that sound, was that you guys?
What's
Happened when you guys were away. There was a sound up in the sky. Okay.
Oh, yeah. That
was
was me.
Holy
Oh.
fuck.
What did you guys see when you were over there anyway?
We didn't see anything. We just heard something out in the distance. He used
I feel pretty strong with these things.
that to
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah,
to
thank
drive it
you,
away.
Lucius.
Hmm.
That was quite kind of you.
I don't have any use for that kind of.
Wait, Lucius
Right.
did something kind?
I know it's
I'm a
weird.
little, can someone do detect magic or something on these things and see if there's anything nasty about these? I don't want to end up into one of these zombies walking into that hole of his.
I could detect.
I checked the magic on those.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Yeah,
know
no.
if I could.
They are magical.
They appear to be gauntlets that change size.
Oh,
Very astute.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's what
just
I'm
watch
here
out for steps.
I turned to Dingus and I just sort of say, I'm sorry for their lack of intelligence.
Says the guy who was drooling earlier.
Dude,
So
I'm
so
super
are we
smarted.
gonna go for the sword, or are we gonna go for the orb?
Why not both? First thing we come to.
I mean, we
Dorado?
really don't even know where we're heading right now. So I mean,
At this rate, we're gonna find him in episode 36 anyway. Breaking the fourth wall.
Hey, Dorito, do you know anything about the orb?
I don't know of anything of an.
You've been here 2 weeks and you didn't.
You've been here by yourself for 2 weeks?
Yes.
Why don't you get
Did you
Surviving
say you
off-
have you have a bunch of creatures trapped?
No.
Oh, I thought you said that.
No.
I have a bunch of creatures trapped.
yeah,
And
but
you're
they're
home?
dead.
And they're in
I've
your
been
portal
killing
now.
creatures and eating them.
I'm gonna
That's the
start
thing.
heading the direction where we came, or we beat the brains out.
I follow Tonph.
Okay. So Tonph and Brontor just begin kind of walking back, following the path that they have, that Tonph has trod multiple times now.
I go with pass without a trace as well.
All right, good to know.
Yep.
I'll try to be stealthy.
I'm following.
Ooh.
I'm following.
26.
I don't want to be left behind if they need me.
23.
Oh, okay, rolling stealth. Thank you guys. That moment that your players are ahead of the D.
Do I need to roll stealth too then?
If you're going stealthy.
Wait, what's
do my
the
best.
radius or the?
Dang!
Oh, Tonph, did you give Dryden his coffee?
You add 10 to this.
Yeah, it's 30 feet. So as long as you're within a reasonable distance within it.
And how high are these walls?
The walls go up at least 40 feet.
Ah, damn. Never mind.
They're pretty high.
Dryden heard the words Tonph and coffee and vomits.
I mean, yeah, it's just all over the ground.
Just one quick. Oh my god!
Goes and collects the fresh sample.
Tonph says, "Hey, Dryden made coffee, everyone."
Anyways,
so what? I'm up to like 3 bottles now.
You have a lot of it.
Didn't you give my vomit back to me at one point?
I did, and you threw it on the ground.
Because I threw up when you gave it to me. I threw up in the jar of my own vomit.
He's like, save that.
Pretty meta.
Yeah.
It's pretty meta.
Anyways, so you end up making your way kind of through and over everything, making your way back to the spot where the crater was, of what used to be the three chests, past where you fought the brains. You can still, as you kind of glance around and look for the remnants of the brain, even though they're like much of it is left in Leucis's portable hole. All remnants of your battle with them seems to have disappeared.
Cool. I continue forward.
You continue forward.
Disappearing remnants.
Now, question.
Yes.
This is more or less a DM question.
Yes.
Pass without a trace says that it masks any sort of tracks that we leave.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I leave a trail for us to be able to follow back behind, is that counterbalance, or is it that we can find it and that only
it's more along the lines of
means?
It's more along the lines of you can find it, and unless somebody is specifically looking for a trail that someone else would have left, they're going to have a really difficult time finding it.
Okay, I just wanted it because it said except by magical means, so I didn't know if that meant, hey, all our tracks are kind of just like fading away or what. But while we're going from this point, I'm gonna have little drops of barf and just kind of.
You have like a rake behind you that like covers your tracks up when you.
Yeah.
Everyone's just walking around and everyone's like. And it's just like it continual scrape sound as you drag the rake along. Yeah. Oh man! All right,
it covers your tracks up.
So you continue making your way through, just kind of following the path, and you eventually reach that same fork that you originally came to, Tonph, where you see down one side there are the faces along the wall, and then down the other side, you know that way leads back down towards the room that you found all the different scrolls and the different potions in, as well as all the different statues. And there are other passages down that way that you did not explore.
Question: Can I see this?
So,
at this point, you're kind of just following blindly right now, unless someone's got light up.
So quick info for you guys. Earlier, we came over this way and we found a bunch of scrolls and potions, and there was a chopped up lady on top of a statue. Like she was like mounted. It was kind of interesting. Like she's like, there's a statue, and then it was like, hey, here's this bloody woman that kind of just was around, and her face was like,
how bloody?
Like it was like
at least 9 out of 10 bloody.
Yeah.
Really good bloody.
But like you could still see her ears because we knew she was elfish, I think. But like her whole face was just like imagine. So remember the worm armor that he had earlier?
Yeah.
Imagine worm armor, but just bloody mess.
Yeah.
I wish I would have gone with you guys.
And instead of the worms coming out, they were going like into her face.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Pretty
so
brutal.
we can go that way,
Brontor's very intrigued about the story.
Or we can go this way. But we don't know what's this way. We know what's kind of this way, but we don't know what's this way. So this way, I have no idea. This way, a little idea.
So he's basically pointing. He's pointing down towards the right. He had no idea down towards the right. Towards the left, you got a little bit more of an idea.
Well, let's go this way.
It doesn't help.
Which way's this way?
The way you said you didn't go yet.
Okay.
I can't really see. Does anybody have anything I can like see with? Like, I need some like magic something.
Yeah,
I take 2 of my empty bottles and I kind of go over to Dryden or to Brontor, and I just go like, "Here, hold these to your eyes," and I just kind of give them the bottles.
It doesn't help.
It doesn't help.
It doesn't.
Well, I thought maybe they were like glasses.
Nice try though.
Thanks.
Here's your bottles back.
I'd give you my little cloak thing, but I don't think it'll fit you.
No, it's cool. I don't want to take your stuff. I just need to see.
Well,
I guess I can fire my hammer up. It's got a little bit of a glow to it.
yeah.
That
well,
helps a bit.
So I can at least see 2 feet in front of me.
Yeah, you can follow us if nothing
I hit the
else.
button. Fires up.
All right. I say we head down this way then, and I go point to the right side.
Okay, you start heading down the right side. Everyone else continues following you, and you make it about 15, 20 feet in before you hear this. And Tonph, you feel something give underneath your foot.
I remember something happening like this last time.
You hear this giant crash in front of you, and you look off to your right, and you watch as just the wall seems to, like, both sides of the wall just come slamming together. You hear another, and you glance behind you, and you see the wall as well, where you just came from, completely close together. All of the faces along the wall, you watch as their mouths drop open, and it's here. We'll pick up next week.
Hey!
I regret nothing.
I thought he was gonna say slab.
I was waiting for the
Group wipe.
and I'm gonna need you to make a dexterity check.
Yeah.
4 times and fail each.
I was
one.
like, when you heard the
Every
click,
single one.
when you heard
Yeah.
the click, I was like, why didn't you just say I jump backwards? Like,
Because he would have got slammed.
well, in this case, he would have, yes. But if I was taking information from the previous time,
No,
Yeah.
wrong.
We're back inside the cavern, the
This
camp.
one.
Woohoo!
Hey, the cult of Leucis is back.
Ah.
Oh, man. Whatever happened to those guys? I miss them.
In your bag.
I don't know. They disappeared.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I killed them all.
They're always with you.
Oh yeah. They're dead.
Did we
my
come across
gosh.
the 3, I assume, chest things?
Yes, you've already come across those. Everything you can see right now is stuff you have come across.
Is that the potions room, I assume?
Except for the potions room. I have not opened up the potions room yet to you.
Then what are these chest things?
Those are
That's
that's the
where we
crater.
got Dryden's
Bless you.
gauntlets.
It's the
Oh,
crater.
was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's where we exploded. That's
Yep.
right.
Yeah, it exploded real bad.
Did we get anything else from those chests? From that chest?
Nope.
'Cause
All right.
somebody had to go and blow it all up.
All right. Cool. You've got. All right. You can see the potions room at the point where. All right. You can see. You should be able to see where the potions room is and everything that you guys have gone. You guys are currently.
I'm going down here.
I'm gonna move you guys to where you're at. So.
but also the game is over for the week. So
Right.
Yes. You are
Thank
correct.
you, everybody, for watching.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for
This
watching.
is the YouTube send-off.
We appreciate everyone. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys are off. Blah blah blah. Love you.
Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
We'll see you, Lester.